everyone, it is Monday, it is planner page, and we have this beautiful page from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. We have our lovely sweet peas and bee and little toadstool houses. I have decided already I'm going to do a few different tutorials from this page because there are so many pretty elements on here to do. I just want to get stuck in and have fun with it really. So we're going to start with the sweet peas today. So we shall zoom in a little before we start. Now, I'm using my Staedtler Ergosoft today. I wasn't really sure what pencils to use, but I wanted a few different, it had the colours I wanted. Let's just put it that way. Now these sweet peas I thought I would do in pink and purple. So I'm starting with this dark purple, which is the number 6. This is available in the 24 and the 36 set, so whichever set you've got, you will have this one. And my idea is to just do a little bit of purple and then we're going to do some pink. I just thought I would mix up the colours within the plant a little bit. I thought it would be different and fun. So I'm sort of following Johanna's little lines here and putting down my purple. We'll do the same here and see how it looks. I'm sort of scribbling a little bit and just putting down some colour. Gosh, my stomach's rumbling. It is. Sorry, it's only 10 o'clock. No, I'm laughing and I'll tell you why. I messaged one of my sons left his lunch at home, and I messaged the other one. They're twins, my bots, I'm sure you know. I messaged my other one to say, your brother's forgotten his lunch. If he needs someone to queue for with him in the canteen, will you do it? They've never forgotten my lunch before. Toby's a bit shy. He tells me he's got social anxiety, but I think they have these terms these days, don't they? He's shy and he doesn't like talking to strangers. So he's told me that when he grows up he's always going to shop online so that he doesn't have to go into a shop and talk to anyone. I think it's a shame, but I'm hoping that he'll sort of grow out of it. But anyway, he's got to go and buy some lunch. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for now, and I'm going to introduce a pink. I'm going to use a lightish pink. The number 20. There is the darker pink, the 61. I'm decided I want to go for the lighter one. I'm just going to put a little layer over and just see how it all works, and then maybe add some more of the other colours. So I'm just going to literally lightly layer in the circular or maybe slightly up and down motion just to see how it works together with the purple. Anyway, so I've asked his brother if he can go with him. And so his reply to my comment, you know, Toby's forgot his lunch. Can you go with him if he needs help in the lunch queue? His comment was, "Well done, Toby." My boy's called Toby. My boys are called Toby and Sam. I know people keep their kids' names sort of secret on social media, which is fair enough, but they have got their own YouTube account and they talk to each other, and so their names aren't hidden there. They use their real names, so it's okay, but they make me giggle. So now I've done that, I think it looks a little bit odd. What I'm going to do is go over the top of those purpley areas with the pink to sort of darken them up a little bit. The idea of Johanna's lines, I think, is to show the sort of folds and creases in the sweet pea flower. So I am sort of following those a little bit to try and emphasise that. And we'll do some more bits and bobs to the picture to try to do that. So you can sort of see it starting to look a little bit like it's sort of curled and bent. We want a solid line here, and then this one we can fade a little bit. What I'm going to do now on the these, so fade it a bit, although that, like that, because these little bump outwards, so we want to make it look like it's catching the light here and a bit lighter, and there's some shadow in here. Right, and here you see this is a bit of turned over petal, so there'd be sort of shadow under here. I'm going to sort of emphasize, make these bits quite light, so just a light layer. You can always layer up if it's a little bit too light. I've got a word in my head, I can't, it's not quite there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, at least he one of the boys has seen it, so he can tell his brother, because I think sometimes, you know, you go in your bag, you're like, oh, where is it, whatever it might be, you think you've lost it, put it down somewhere, what have I done with it? If he knows it's here, then I think it takes away some of that anxiety, you know, it's here, so, you know, it's not lost. Although I don't think he'd care too much about losing a lunchbox. Not that I can, they've had these lunchboxes since they were at primary school. It's quite funny. I want to make that bit look like it's sort of sticking upwards a bit, like that. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't their initial lunchboxes, but I think they might have had them actually, might have had them for secondary. So they've had them for 5-6 years, using it every day. They're beginning to go a little bit. Some of the clips and things are wearing, but I'm quite amazed. IKEA lunchboxes did very well. It's not product placement, not an advert. I'm not sponsored by IKEA. I don't think I'm ever going to be quite important enough to be sponsored by IKEA. Okay. Now this central bit, I think I want to keep just pink. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to make it darker here and lighter towards the middle, so it looks a bit spherical. I don't really know what it is. I never think this particular flower looks that much like a sweet pea, but that's quite dark, isn't it? I have to match that on the other side. There we go. Right, so there is one of our flowers, and I'm going to do some of these leaves, I think. Sweet pea leaves, what colour? I think we'll keep it neutral green. It sounds odd, but I know what I mean. Number 52. So we want it a little bit darker, I think, along this edge. This pencil is so sharp, and so the end is so long and pointy, I'm gonna snap it, I'm sure. I'm gonna try and go gently. And along here. And if you like a darker pink, you could do the 61 magenta instead of this number, what did we use, 20, you know. I just wanted it to be a little more subtle, that the purple would really look quite shadowy and the main colour would be light. I do prefer the lighter coloured sweet peas flowers, and we used to grow them actually, my mum used to grow them. Smell gorgeous. Now these two colours that I'm going to use for the leaves actually blend together really well. They're quite similar, so it works nicely. And the idea is all my leaves are going to be this colour. All the sweet pea leaves, maybe not the grass at the bottom. And so there'll be consistency through. All my sweet peas will also be the same colour as this one. I'm going to now switch colours to the number 50 and do some lighter green, and as you see it just seamlessly blends. I think it's a great combo. And some people do like to use 3 colours, but I'm quite happy with 2, although here, where I want it to be lighter, I'm going to use the lemony yellow. This is number 10, to just blend those together a little bit lighter. The yellow doesn't blend as seamlessly as the green, so I'm going to go back over it with this one. Just to draw it together, there we go. And I'm just going to go over that so it's nice and vibrant. Our sweet pea is still quite pale, that's what I want. Goodness me, my son is messaging me. He's telling me how much work he has to do over the Easter holidays. He's got 2 practice papers to do and 14 sets of notes. I don't know if he means chapter 14. I don't know what chapter he's on in the textbook, but that's a lot of homework, and he wasn't up to date as far as I was aware anyway. So poor lad, he's going to be working hard. But anyway, he's got 2 weeks off. Some teachers give them a break and some teachers give them extra work. So they didn't get set any maths on Monday, but then they've got that teacher again tomorrow, I think, so they might get set more. So yeah, but I guess, you know, they're doing their doing A levels. They need to study hard. I'm just trying to make that even, so when I put the yellow on top here, it's quite smooth. Now where the leaves are next to each other, there would be some shadow, so I'm going to grab this darker number 52 and just go in with quite a dark defined line here. You can see what difference it makes between that one and that one. You can decide whether you think that's worth the effort, just popping in that extra line everywhere, but there is a little overlap like that. Okay, so there is our flower and leaves. I am going to keep it simple and just make that it for today. So we've used the 2 greens, the purple and pink and the yellow, and I'm going to leave that for today. And because there's lots of other sweet peas to do, so you might want to, I'm not going to do a video with the rest, so you might want to just use that style to do the rest of them. And then tomorrow I will come back with another video and I'll do either the bee or the toadstool houses, one of those. Okay, I won't have done all the rest of the sweet peas, I haven't got time for that yet. By the time the video goes out, I will have done, but not by the time I edit it, if that makes sense. So so I won't be able to show you my finished picture immediately at the end of the video. So that's that. So that's me for today. So I really had fun with that. I hope that was okay. It was a little bit different way of doing a flower for me, and I thought it was fun, and I hope you enjoyed that too. So thank you for watching. Do have a very happy Monday. Enjoy your day. And tune in later for an ivy video. That'll be short as well. My ivy ones are quite short at the moment, a little bit short of time at the moment, so my video is going to be a little bit shorter just for a little while, and then I shall be able to do a few longer ones again a bit in the future. But there we go. Anyway, that's me. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and happy colouring.